Well, hello there, angels. How are you doing today? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I do this easy breezy, beautiful, glowy, angelic Victoria's Secret model inspired makeup look. And while I do so, I'm also going to be sharing you my stories as a pink campus rep and my experience in getting to go to an actual Victoria's Secret pink photo shoot and telling you all the behind the scenes stuff and how cool it was and how they did my hair and makeup. And so that was super awesome. And so I'm going to show you how I do this super easy makeup look that embraces your natural beauty, which I do believe that Victoria's Secret models do if you look at their runway looks, and it's just super fun. And if you want to go for a beautiful look and be a Victoria's Secret angel for Halloween, this video is perfect for you. Okay, so to start, I'm going to do something a little different. I do this sometimes. I'm going to prime my face with the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime, and I just feel like, oh, it smells so good. This gives you something for your makeup to kind of stay on, and since this is more of a light, just angelic look, I feel like we're gonna go with a little bit of a lighter hand with foundation today, because if you look at pictures of models that actually like walk the show and stuff, their makeup it brings out their natural beauty, and I really love that. And so I don't want it to have too much of a matte look or too much of a dewy look, and I'm going to go with this undetectable medium to full coverage foundation, the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced, and it has sort of like a satin finish. And so I'm gonna dab this all over my face, and again, I'm not going to like make it too cakey, too thick looking. And so we're just gonna blend that out, and because I'm really just using it to get rid of like all the redness and spots on my face. We want to have like just a full foundation look, but also have it look light and bring out natural beauty. I'm gonna add a tad bit more than what I have, thicken it very slightly. So as you see, it's not like normally how I do it, like layer on layer, you know, super thick, super covered. You can still see like my natural freckles and everything underneath, but it also gives you kind of like that flawless not airbrushed finish, but just, you know, like a flawless angelic finish. So now that we have that foundation all over our face, you can see it's a little bit lighter than what I normally do. It's just a thin layer of that foundation. Even though it is medium to full coverage, this is definitely a medium coverage that I did with it today. And now I'm not going to super highlight the under eye and all that stuff like I normally try to do. I'm just going to cover up any imperfections that I have on my face, such as these little monsters that are kind of around, and then I'm going to lightly highlight, but not in a super light way. This is this concealer is not very light, and that's why I do like it. It's in the shade Light 16 from ColourPop. It kind of just is gonna get rid of these dark circles and all these little boo-boo looking things. I'm actually gonna blend this out with this Y6 brush. I really do enjoy using brushes more than I do sponges. Sometimes it's easier to just use a sponge, but I sometimes find it easier to use brushes. And we're just gonna blend that out. Now I do feel like Victoria's Secret angels always look like bronzed goddesses, so we are gonna contour with some bronzer and make it just look super, just kind of go for a glowy look almost in a way, but not too glowy. And so I'm just gonna go in with my handy dandy Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I love this stuff. I always use this stuff on here. And we're just gonna contour with that. And we're not like doing layer upon layer, but you wanna look a little bronzed, a little glowy. And I like this bronzer because it's not like, it's like a neutral bronzer. It's not like a red undertone, not like a yellow, like not a yellow, not like a orangey bronzer, you know, it's just tan brown. Also gonna do that around the hairline. Normally like we'll super contour my nose, but I'm gonna do it just super lightly today. We don't want to go in too heavy. I'm going to be using one of my favorite blushes, just a super beautiful light pink with like a shimmery gold undertone, and this is from Bare Minerals. This is the Natural High blush. I love this blush. You see me use this on here all the time, and I just feel like the Victoria's Secret angels, they just have like a pink little fairy look going on. So we're just going to put this on the apples of our cheeks, and I like this also because it kind of gives you like a little bit of a shine too. I love this blush so much. Now for a powder today, I'm almost out of this. This is the Illuminating Mineral Veil by Bare Minerals, and I only have a tiny bit left. I'm gonna use that to brighten the under eye. Any kind of just brightening powder will do. And this is just gonna give you a little bit of a shimmer while also kind of like setting that concealer in place. Even though we didn't use a whole lot of concealer, it's just gonna keep it from kind of caking up. And as you see, it's just a very light just glow. Makes it look so pretty. It's just so like a fairy look, you know? I'm gonna put a little on the forehead as well. Also gonna go in with some of this ColourPop No Filter translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna put this right here to kind of give us like a chiseled, not chiseled line, but a sharp line, just like where that contour ends, you know? And then we're gonna go straight and wipe it off. I just don't like the bronzer looking like too out of place on the face, you know? And so that just kind of straightens it, as you see. So wipe right off where you want it to. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. We're gonna do the highlight at the end and the brows at the end because it's gonna be super simple, but so are the eyes. The eyes, they bring out their natural beauty. It really makes their eyes pop, and I love that. Just a light, shimmery, but not too shimmery look. I'm gonna start off by going in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm just gonna go into this shade up here. It's just a super light, neutral shade, and that's just gonna be our crease shade. I'm not going in with anything under, no primer, which I mean, you could use an eye primer, but I only normally use concealer, and I just don't feel like that's super necessary with today's look because you're gonna see just how light this is gonna look. I've seen several different looks from the Victoria's Secret fashion show where they do like a super smoky eye, winged out liner, and this is gonna be more of a light look. This is more of like the angelic classic look rather than the smoky, you know, super like sexy look that they do. Because I am a pink rep, and so I've been studying pictures of like the girls that walked in the fashion show last year for the pink line, and then also Victoria's Secret. And a lot of them do like a pinky lip, a pinky cheek, and then a very basic eye, because again, it's just like natural beauty. And when I was a pink rep last year, I'm a pink rep this year again, as you know. Me and my co-rep and 4 other girls, we were like the top 3 schools in the country, and so we got to participate in a photo shoot with like the actual Victoria's Secret pink people. It was the coolest experience I've ever had in my life. So basically what we got to do, we got to go to an actual like studio, like a photography studio. We got to have a photographer. We got to shoot with an actual Victoria's Secret pink model who is actually walking in the fashion show this year, Maya Cotton. She is absolutely stunning and so sweet, and I'm so happy for her. And so getting to kind of shoot with her and just seeing like what they do at an actual Victoria's Secret pink photo shoot was probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. So it was super duper cool because they we went into hair and makeup first, and they were like, we're gonna do your hair and makeup there, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm excited. I cannot wait to get my hair and makeup done. I love that. Y'all know how much I love hair and makeup. And so we get there, and I had on like a light face of makeup because we did the photo shoot. It was like the afternoon, but we had stuff we did that morning with the rest of the girls, and so I had makeup on, and I just thought they would take it off and put new makeup on. Well, when I got there, the makeup artist who actually said she does the makeup for the people in the fashion show, she's the one that told me that they like to embrace natural beauty, and so she took my makeup off, like all my foundation, all my makeup off, and then left a little bit of my mascara, took all my eye makeup off, eyeliner and everything, and she put a little bit of concealer on me and then a little bit of like lip balm. And I was like, I was so nervous because I was like feeling like I needed to have all of this makeup on my face to look good because we were doing a photo shoot. But she was like, no, we want to embrace your natural beauty, and like you look beautiful with this natural look. And I was like, okay, cool. And so yeah, I ended up, when I saw the picture after, if you go to my Instagram, you can see the picture that we got to take with Maya, and it was so cool. And just seeing it, and I really liked how it turned out, and it does look better when you embrace your like natural beauty. And you know I'm all for makeup, but still it was just so cool. And then for hair, he did, the man that did our hair, he was going for like the natural beach waves, which my hair does not like to curl unless it has the certain hairspray that I'm going to show you in a minute. It's like the way I do it is the only way it'll hold curl, so mine was more of a straight look, which is cool. It was kind of just our natural hair, natural makeup kind of thing, and I loved that. And I was like, this is actually, like, I'm peaking right now. I thought it was like the peak. Still at this point, it was the peak of my life, getting to participate. Like, they had lunch for us, which I couldn't eat. I was so nervous. And we had like this view of like skyline, well, it wasn't even skyline, it was just like view of New York outside the window. It was like an all-white studio. It was just so cool. Boots Wallace was our photographer, and he actually went on tour with Maroon 5 and is their photographer now, and it's just so cool. But so I'm going to keep talking about it, but I'm going to go ahead and keep on going with my makeup. For the actual lid today, anything you have that's a light shimmery, either gold or white, light white, like off-white shade would be beautiful. They don't make this shade anymore. You see me use this on here. This is Dusk, and this is actually by Victoria's Secret. Growing up, I was obsessed with their makeup, just like purely obsessed with all the makeup they sold. And this one, I love it because it's like you can cake it on, make it super thick, or you can do just like a thin layer, and it just makes it look like a goddess look. And so I'm just going to take this, well, I guess I'll use my flat brush since that's in my hand, and this is just going to be our main lid shade. And as you see, it's just like a shimmery light shade. Also, the two white highlight shades in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette would also work for this because they are super light and very similar. This one has a little bit more gold to it than that one, but you know, just any light gold that you have, you can probably get it anything like this like at a drugstore. I just really love this. This is like, I wear this all the time. I wear this to class, honestly, like just this and mascara. So yeah, like as I was saying, like one of these two shades would be pretty on the lid as the main color, or either like this one would be really pretty as like the main color, or even the silvery shade, because you know, like there's no exact like standard look you have to have for like angel makeup. But I'm gonna deepen the crease a little bit with this shade right here. It's not like a deep shade by any means, but it's just gonna make it a little bit more defined and kind of define like where that gold shade will end. This look is so simple, but in the end it's going to be so beautiful. And as I said, there are so many different takes that we could go with this look. You can do that deeper eye with the winged out liner, or you can do just a little basic, and we're going basic today. So I'm going to take this Lorac black eye pencil, and I'm just going to line just the top waterline. But like, it deepens, like it makes your lashes just look thicker, in my opinion. I know that sounds weird, but... And I'm also going to take this liner and I'm going to line the top lash line. Not too thick, not doing a wing, I'm just going to line it. And I do like to do this. I know that's like improper, but whatever. And then we're gonna smudge it a little bit to make it not as harsh. So I'm just gonna smudge that out just a tad. This is like just a little like sponge brush. I'm not even really sure what this is made to be used for, but as you see, it's kind of just blending it a little bit more into the shimmer shade. For lashes, they don't really use fake lashes. They embrace their natural lashes. This is all about embracing yourself and your inner beauty. And so I'm gonna curl my lashes because we do want them to look really nice since we're not gonna have falsies on, which I'm a fan of because I do not like wearing fake lashes. They're just, I mean, like I like the way they look, but I don't like the way they feel, you know, and it's a lot of work. And so I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. And again, I love using lash primer because that really does help just make your lashes look so much thicker. But yeah, at the photo shoot, it was just honestly so much fun. And when they posted the picture, one of the pictures from the shoot onto their Instagram, I was just like shook. I was honestly just so shook. I could not even breathe. I was eating mellow mushroom when I saw that it got posted, and I honestly just freaked out. It was just such a cool moment because it was growing up. Pink is what I wore. Pink is still what I wear, but like, I don't know. It was seeing something that you've always loved and getting recognized by a company that you look up to so much is just amazing. I'm gonna go in with mascara, and I'm gonna be using this Marc Jacobs mascara. This is the Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. And it's, this is the mini. I do have the larger one too, but the larger one I'm super out. This one I'm almost out, but I just really love this mascara because it's kind of like a chunky wand, and I just feel like that really does make your lashes look thicker, and that's what I'm going for today, rather than kind of like thin and like spread out. I want them to look super voluminous. And also, I've been a Victoria's Secret angel for Halloween for like at least, I know I did last year, and then I think the year before that I also did as well, because it's just super easy to do when you want to go for a more just beautiful look rather than something like spooky and scary. This is a time when you can just really have fun with your makeup. See how voluminous and full that lash looks right there? And I think that's a lot just from really adding that primer and just doing coat after coat of mascara. So really pretty, and I'm just going to do the rest over here, and then I'm also going to put that primer on the bottom lash line before I put this on it. Okay, so the lashes are done. I think it looks phenomenal, very angelic looking, if you will. And so for my brows, I've noticed if you look back at pictures, they go for more like their natural brows, and I love that. Y'all know I hate doing my brows. I hate having just, I don't know, I don't like doing them. So we're gonna just fill them in very slightly with this matte eyeshadow from Morphe. I just really think this is more my tone. Normally I will go a little bit darker. This is just going to fill in any like naked spots, if you will. And yeah, at the photo shoot, I think they took all of my brows off, and I was like, I feel naked. But again, looking back at the pictures, like, they obviously know what they're doing, and I really, really had so much fun. And I'm just so excited to actually get to watch the show this year and see people I know. We also met Zuri last year, and she was so sweet, so nice. But we just got to spend more time with Maya, I guess, since we spent like 4 hours like doing a photo shoot with her, and it was just so cool getting to wear like pink clothing and stuff. We did like 2 or 3 outfit changes, and that was just super cool, getting to see everything from like the outfit all the way down to the shoes, how they pair it, jewelry. We got to bring some of our own stuff. I think I ended up wearing everything there, like accessory wise and stuff. And that's the thing about pink, like they like embracing like real college girls, and that is what I am. If this is your look, like if you want to fill your brows in all the way, you go for it. This is just super basic. As for highlight today, I want to do something that makes it look a little dewy-ish, I guess. And so I'm just going to take some of this on my finger. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow highlighter, liquid highlighter in Stunner, and it's just super pretty. It kind of gives you like that wet looking effect, and so I'm just going to dab this into my cheekbone. I'm actually going to use this to blend it out. It really blend it in to make sure it's not like boom, like we don't want like a booming highlighter. Again, we want it to look like fairy tale-ish, like natural. And so that's something you don't have to study. It is how to get natural beauty, because you are all beautiful. Yes, heard it here first. Right here where it's kind of like a little line, I'm going to go back over with some blush just to kind of make it a little bit more blended looking, because I'd rather have more blush on my face and it be more pink than have too much highlight, if you know what I'm saying. I've seen several different things. I've seen nude lips, I've seen some with just gloss on, but the majority of what I saw was a pink lip, like a light pink lip, and it almost looks like you're embracing your natural lip color. And this, I put this on a little bit earlier to test it out to see if it was right, and I kind of like it. And then, so what we're gonna do for the lips, I'm using this shade. It's just a light pink. This is by Fiona Styles. I don't even know if this is a brand anymore. Any kind of like light pink. It can be shimmery, it can be matte. Will work. See, that just kind of looks like my natural lip color, and if you want to go over with a gloss, you can do that as well. So for my hair, I like to do it in 3 layers. I like to put the other 2 layers in a bun and then start with the bottom. And for hairspray, before I go in, I like to go in with the Aussie Instant Freeze Hairspray 24-hour Extreme Hold in number 4. And this smells really good, and so I just go through and I spray all of my hair before I even start with the curling iron. And so I use this curling iron. You can also use a wand, and this is a 1-inch curling iron. And I would go in with one that's a little bit more thicker, but my hair is super duper thick and it already does not like to hold curl. Like, it really does not hold curl hardly ever. I always have to go in with something a little bit smaller and then brush it out to make it look thicker. And so this is, oh sorry, it's kind of hard to see where I am. This is what I do. I just take it and wrap it around the wand. And so then I'll hold it here for, you know, however long you feel, like 10 seconds or so. And hold it, just let it do its thing, and then come down. And I know it looks like super curly, but at the end, after we do the entire head, we go through and we brush it out. Do strands about this big, like I don't like to do a whole bunch of hair at one time, even though that would make it go by faster. I just feel like it's harder to get better curls when you do like thicker strands of hair, you know what I'm saying? So I like to keep it kind of thin, and then when we brush it out, it makes it all kind of look really big and just voluminous. If your hair does hold curl, I'm jealous. Like this straight hair I have, this is my natural hair. Like I cannot remember the last time I actually straightened my hair. After I finish the hair, I'll give you a little update, and then we'll come back and show how to like part it and all that. Hey guys, so I just finished curling my hair. I have my curling iron over here because I'm going to do a couple little touch-ups probably, but what I did to part my hair down the middle, I parted it, and then my hair is not meant to part down the middle. It normally is like zoom. So what I do, I wet it down with water, and then I blow dry this part flat to make it where it's kind of, you know, like even on both sides and not like super obvious that it's not supposed to part down the middle. And then so what I've done now, I've just gone through, curled all the little pieces. I try to really do it little around the face a little bit more. The only problem I've had is like, because my bangs are like at an awkward length, I'm gonna cut them next week and go back to the chop across look, I think. But this is what I have so far, and this is pretty much it. And so I'm gonna just take my hands and run it through my hair to make them have those loose like waterfall beach waves, because I feel like that's very, very Victoria's Secret. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my story about my experience at a Victoria's Secret pink fashion shoot, and I hope you really enjoyed my tips on how to get that overall angelic light glow, embracing your natural beauty look, and it's just inspired by Victoria's Secret Angel. And so yeah, and this is also the hair, and I think the hair turned out very, very angelic. Again, sorry about the bangs, that's my own problem. But yeah, so those tips that I showed you. Oh, and one more thing, I also like to go in at the end with this Tresemme Extra Firm Control hairspray and just kind of go through on top of everything. It just kind of makes it stay a little bit more. And so yeah, thank you again for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And so yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in my next video, and I can't wait to watch the fashion show.